Welcome back to MidEast In Depth. On this Christmas Eve, we are taking a wider look at how fares the global war on terror. Con Coughlin in the Daily Telegraph writes that the siege of Mount Sinjar has been lifted, but the war against ISIS will take much longer to win. He writes, while the Kurds' success is certainly a cause for celebration, it nevertheless raises serious questions about the effectiveness of the West's strategy as we attempt to maintain military pressure on ISIL in Iraq, as well as in neighboring Syria. He states, however, we should not forget that the Kurds have been prepared to do the lion's share of the fighting because they believe they have a vested interest in doing so as part of their ultimate goal, the establishment of an independent Kurdish state. However, he continues, to drive ISIL out of Mosul and the rest of its strongholds in Iraq, Iraqi forces will need to be far better organized and disciplined than they were when they simply abandoned their arms and fled in the face of ISIL last summer. He adds, ISIL's Islamist fiefdom in Syria, however, poses a greater challenge for Western policymakers, not least because so many Western powers, including Britain, are not prepared to authorize airstrikes against ISIL there. He adds, as the Kurds' success on Mount Sinjar has shown, a well-executed plan that combines the superiority of Western military technology with regional allied fighters can achieve the desired effect. He concludes, now we must do the same to defeat ISIL, developing a comprehensive plan to defeat the Islamist fanatics both in Syria and Iraq. Rami G. Khoury in Lebanon's Daily Star asks, is the global war on terror that the United States launched in 2011 after the 9/11 attacks succeeding or failing? He writes that events this year emphasize the significant development of militant and terror groups who now carry out dramatic and gruesome attacks that kill or kidnap hundreds of victims at a time. He continues, the largest such joint airland operation of its kind, it indicated that if the military efforts of local ground troops from Iraq, Syria, Turkey, Iran, or other countries were combined with devastating air power deployed by America, Arab states, and others, ISIS and other such threats could be quickly rolled back. He adds, the important lesson would seem to be that populations and governments in the Arab world, Asia and Africa had better start taking the threats from these militant groups much more seriously. This is because, he states, American-led international parties fighting ISIS and al-Qaeda seem perfectly willing to keep attacking from the air and containing these groups without providing the ground troops needed to remove the threat completely. For more updates, please visit levant.tv and subscribe to MidEast In Depth on iTunes. Thanks for watching. Wishing you a very enjoyable festive season. See you soon.